Hey, over there. Hey, let me tell you about somebody that broke the fucking game. Enjoy. Bye. All right, so this happy-go-lucky, fun guy, I mean, you knew it was coming. He is by far my favorite frame in the game right now. But this was the most fun and just like genuinely enjoyable experience that I've had in the game so far. So let's get into how you actually acquire Nokko. You want to go onto Venus, load into Fortuna. You do have to have the new war quest done, but once you get into Fortuna, you're going to turn around and see this gate with all this fungus coming out of it. Walk over to it and enter the airlock, which is going to take you into this new room, part of the Vallis Undermine update. And then this is where you're going to be doing everything basically. So you want to come over and talk to Nightcap. This is the guy you're going to talk to do your bounties and upgrade your standing and stuff. So if you go over to the deep mine bounties here, this is where you're going to see the 3 bounties that we have so far. I don't know if they plan to update more or not, but these are super fun. Go ahead and do those. And then throughout those missions, you'll be able to pick up mushrooms. And as you pick those up, you can basically bring them here to analyze them. And that's how you get your standing. So every, 5 for this one. But once you complete them all, you'll have enough standing, and then you'll be able to buy all of the blueprint parts. There's also a bunch of other stuff in here too. So you have all of the blueprint pieces, and then you scroll down, there's all kinds of stuff, new arcanes that are out, which are pretty cool. There's an ephemera, some other stuff, and then you can also buy the actual mushrooms if you want to. So if you're missing one, that's pretty cool. Okay, but let's get into the abilities and kind of break his kit down a little bit. So we're going to start off with his passive, which is pretty OP, I'm not going to lie. So basically, if you take fatal damage, you don't actually die. You turn into your sprawling form, and there's these little mushrooms that pop up or whatever. I think you have to actually have one of your first 2 abilities out, but I'm not totally positive. And basically, if you run to that, you revive. Now into his 1 is Stink Brain. So this pulses every 3 seconds. It procs viral, and you can place 4 max at any time, and they show up on the map. You can also jump on the 1 and the 2 to make them pulse quicker. So they'll pulse right away when you jump on them, which is pretty sick. Into number 2, which is Bright Bonnet. Same deal, pulses every 3 seconds, but this one restores energy and it buffs ability strength to you and your allies. You can only have 2 of these at a time. Reroute, this is definitely useful for survivability, but I think this is probably the one that I'm going to helmet off. I don't use it a whole lot, but you can, if you're in a dire situation or whatever, you can just pop your 3 and you're untargetable by enemies and invulnerable to any damage. So it's super fucking cool. And you can get a speed boost too. Now I found out after recording all of this stuff while I'm doing research that anything that you pick up, the little orbs that drop, that goes over what you like, if you max your health out, that goes into your overshields. So that's actually pretty cool. Now getting into his 4, which is by far my favorite thing about this, basically turns him into a primetime soccer player. So he kicks a ball out. This ball bounces a maximum of 10 times and then it disappears, but each bounce buffs the next bounce. Crit chance by 25%. So if I'm not mistaken, this is a guaranteed 100% crit chance every time that this hits. And it increases by 25% every single hit. And you can have 3 of these out at a time, which is kind of fucking ridiculous. These can also bounce off your mushrooms, your 1 and your 2, which helps them pulse faster, the same as jumping on them. So overall, like the synergy of the 1, 2, and the 4 all working together, you really don't have to play the game super hard and everything just fucking explodes. So jump scare, I'm going to show you guys my beginner build for this. As you can tell, it's not that good. I still have 10 extra capacity left over, with definitely some room to improve. But starting off, we have Dreamer's Bond in the aura. It's just the best aura mod that I have. As you can see, I really don't have a lot here. Streamline plus 30% ability efficiency. I think that's always good. Plus 100% energy max. Obviously, mobilize, this was kind of just to fill a spot. I don't really have a use for this, but intensify plus 30% ability strength. Vitality, it's not even maxed out, as you can see, but you know, we're getting that 82%. Steel fiber, 91%, same story as vitality. It's not maxed out. Again, I'm still a little baby Tenno. But stretch for ability range, I don't know that actually helps with anything, but redirection for shield capacity. But like I said, it's a super beginner, you know, whatever. And these are the only arcanes that I have that are actually any good. As you can see, I have literally nothing. But I'm MR10. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking with so far. And like I said, no forma on this thing at all. So, but we're still getting red crits, you know, over 500,000 damage. I might throw Equilibrium on there. I'm not too sure. But I have no other builds for this thing at all. This is just what I've been rocking with, and I fucking love it. So next, I'm going to show you guys how I like to play Nokko. Really kind of the only way to play Nokko right now. But anyway, if you like the videos that I'm putting out, this is only my second video, but if you like what I'm doing here, please hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Drop a comment, tell me what you liked about it, and subscribe if you want to see more. You know, this is definitely something that I want to put more time and effort into, but I want to do this. So if you guys like what I'm putting out, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Just say hi. You know, I really do appreciate it. Anyway, back into the video. All right, so the first thing that I like to do is always get over here. I throw down my 2. If you just take a couple jumps on it, it'll get you up to max energy, which is just super clutch. And then for this defense mission, I've just been trying to get a bunch of argon crystals, but I just throw down my 1s basically to cover as much area as possible. Throw down your soccer ball and it'll just bounce off of every single thing. And it does a shit ton of damage. So in the earlier waves, it's not anything super crazy or whatever, but yeah, this is pretty much the setup that I just take on to everything. So even in the Vallis Undermine bounties or whatever, I'll just throw this up and everything goes to sleep. and the soccer ball does a ridiculous amount of damage. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, enjoy the rest of this background footage. And like I said, if you guys enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you like. Really helps me out a lot. Helps me, you know, be able to put more time and energy and effort into these videos. And I'm gonna try and get one out once a week, maybe every other week. We'll see what I have time for. But yeah, I have a new Prime frame that should be built tomorrow, and that'll be the next video. Super excited about that, by the way. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.